Okay, so thanks for coming along, guys. I'm just muting you all for the background noise, but feel free to jump off mute if you want to contribute, say anything, make any suggestions. Totally fine with that. Or type it in the chat, whatever's easiest. And I've got it up on my screen, so I will actually read it tonight. So first of all, just wanted to spend this first little time doing our MAC call, just doing a couple of tasks. So tonight, given that it's the 20th of the month, can be a perfect time for us to all do some customer care. So what I would love us all to do, I jumped on here earlier so I could give you guys all an example of a message on here. Where did I send? Okay, so I don't know if you've all seen the post. Kira is about to release a Father's Day cookbook. This just makes our customer care so absolutely easy. So what you can do is the message I've been sending out is, hey Rachel, how are you, lovely? I just wanted to check in and see how you are going on your Juice Plus. Now, the next question you would write in here is, depends on how long your customer has been on the Juice Plus. So I've got, have you got any questions I can help you with? But if you're sending this message to a customer who's only brand new or has only been on it for a little while, this is where you'd write the message, have you noticed any changes yet? Or have you had any nasty detox symptoms yet? So personalize it. Depending on who the customer is, make it applicable to them. So, hey lovely, how you going? I just wanted to check in with you and see how you were going on your Juice Plus. Have you got any questions I can help you with? And the next bit is where we can pop in. We have a new cookbook coming out soon for Father's Day, and it looks amazing. As soon as it's released, I'll tag you in it so you can download it. Just a really simple message like that to every single one of your customers is going to show them that you've thought of them. It's going to give them the opportunity to let you know if something's going on rather than have them just cancel their order or anything like that. And it's also giving them that added value that we love to give by just letting them know that when that cookbook's released, it's going to get uploaded into our Soul Project customer care group, and we can just tag all of our customers. So if you can just write out a message like that and send it to 5 of your customers. If you want to just do one right now so that you've got it there, ready to go, and you can copy and paste it later. Hi, Deb. So what we're doing is we're just sending a message out to our customers. We're just doing some customer care. So the message that I'm totally changed this around to make it sound like you, but we're just sending out a message along the lines of, hi Rachel, how you going? I just wanted to check in and see how you are going on your Juice Plus. Have you got any questions I can help you with? We have a new cookbook coming out soon for Father's Day, and it looks amazing. As soon as it's released, I'll tag you in it so you can download it. Just that way of staying in touch with our customers, seeing if they have any questions, just keeping that door of communication open and giving them that added value by telling them there's going to be yet another amazing cookbook come from Kira. So if you guys can just write that message out even just once and then send it to your customers in the next day or two. Because it's fantastic. It's easier to keep a customer than to go and find new ones. So give me some thumbs up or let me know when you've got that down. All right. So next task for tonight, an oldie but a goodie. Actually, can I get a show of hands first? Who here has their Facebook profile set on private? Deb does. I do. Anybody else? Simone? Yep. Denise, you're public. Amanda, you're public. Yep. Mark? Public. Kylie, what about you? Public? Yep. Okay, no worries. So, yep, you don't know, Vicky? Yeah, that's okay. So, yeah, so totally up to you. Now, lots and lots of mums in our business still have their profile set to private because they don't want every Tom, Dick and Harry looking at their kids. I still have my profile set to private because I have an insane ex-husband who will just cause me copious amounts of grief. And I don't need him knowing all my business. So that is why adding new friends is so very important, because if somebody isn't my friend on Facebook, they can't see what I'm doing. Even for people with a public profile, if somebody isn't your friend, chances are your stuff is not going to appear in their feed. So Facebook lets us have 5,000 friends, and it's fantastic at making suggestions. So it will pop up suggested friends for you who have similar interests to you. So you know how when you set up Facebook, you've got things that you like, and you know, you might go and like a new chocolate group or a new chocolate page, or you might go and like a gardening page, things like that. Facebook then uses all that information to suggest friends to you. So have a look on your Facebook. If you go into your profile, scroll down to friends, and then it will have a suggested. So from there, I'd suggest every couple of days adding new friends. Probably like right now, you could just sit there and go with 5. I have a look at the person, make sure that they look like they have a real profile, you know, that they've got where they work, where they were born, where they went to school, things like that. And I also check that they don't have other Juice Plus people. So if I was to see somebody pop up on my suggested friends list and I see that Mark, Denise and Simone are already friends with them, I'm not going to send them a friend request. They're already seeing Juice Plus stuff. I'm not going to try and, you know, get my Juice Plus stuff over the top of their Juice Plus stuff. So there's no point in doing that. So I just go and have a look. I'll see, oh yeah, I've got a couple of mutual friends, but they're not people I actually know, so to speak, and they're not Juice Plus people. Yeah, send them a friend request. So yeah, whenever you get a chance, I would try to do 10 to 20 a week. But now, like, you can just sit there and do 5 straight away. All right. Yeah, Vicky, better for teachers to be on private. I probably completely agree. I'm sure you've got lots of people that love to know what you get up to on the weekends. All right. Now, while you're in there, in your friends list, now is a great time to go and do a couple of what Adam and Kira are calling the kiss, kiss, hug, hug. So a kiss is where you go and pop something, you know, you just like their photos. Now, instead of like, it is preferable if you can love it, or if you can ha ha, or you can sad, any one of those other emojis. If you can use any of those rather than just the like, it somehow, the algorithm that goes behind Facebook, it actually pops your name up into their feed more often. So what I like to do is pick a letter. So today I picked the letter C. Got to scroll down to see. And I'm just going to have a look through them, and I'm going to try and find 5 really quickly. And I'm going to try and love 2 of their photos. And if I can, write a comment. Like if they've got their kids there doing something cute, you can just write so cute and the little face. Anything like that, so that they're going to start seeing your stuff more often. And you're often seeing some really amazing stuff. Like, I mean, I've only got 900 friends on my Facebook feed, and there's no way I see all of their stuff, like not even close. Today I was able to have a really good conversation with somebody who was posted about whether they should have a salt lamp going in their caravan or not, because they have really bad sinus pain. So I was able to send her a message and say how I used to love having a salt lamp, but I'm not having one in the van. And I used to get sinus pain from allergies, but I don't have allergies anymore because I'm taking this whole food supplement. And we've just been having a bit of a conversation. So I'm not sure if it's going to lead to anything or not, but all right. So this is stuff that you can do anytime you get those little stolen moments during the day. Just go and have a scroll through, pick a letter, and then just go and love on people. Give them the comments, give them some likes, things like that. This is a social media, so we're trying to be social and encourage people. All right. Now, the next stuff is going to be a little bit of homework. Who here has heard some rumors regarding photos and what we can and can't use and copyright and things like that? Who's heard some stories about things going on? Deb, Mark, Amanda, Denise? Awesome. Okay. So apparently somebody in the Juice Plus community, you know how we all see all these beautiful photos all over Facebook and we all just save them to our phone and then use them for ourselves and motivational pictures and things like that. If you take somebody else's photo and they are a professional photographer and you are using it to promote a business of your own, they have every right to send us an invoice for using their images. And unfortunately, that's what's happened to somebody. Somebody got a $1,400 bill in the mail because they took a photo without asking permission. They didn't get the copyright approval and they used it to promote their business. So there's always been rules around it. It's not a new thing. But when it comes to using other people's photos to promote our business, it's a big no-no. So it's still okay. Well, it's not okay, but if you just, you know how we see motivational pictures and beautiful things like that, and we just share them, you know, the ones that say, have an awesome Thursday. It's a picture, cup of coffee. We're not using that to promote our business. Like we do use Facebook for our business, but that's not specifically promoting our business. So it's okay to still use those ones. But when it comes to actually using something and saying somebody's photo of a sunset and you're using that to say, oh, I love my life, how I can now sit on the beach and watch sunsets because I don't have to get up early in the morning to go to work, something along those lines, that's a no-no. So when it comes to product photos as well, we know we have oodles and oodles of them out there. Some of them are looking really old and tired. So we're going to use this as an opportunity to make our own product photos. Now, I know some in Denise's team have been getting all artistic this week and done some amazing shots. So they've been playing around with even just simple things like grabbing the capsules, balancing some on a lemon, getting in close and taking some gorgeous photos. There's so many different things. If you want to do your own hand shots, getting a gorgeous leaf out of the garden, putting your capsules on there. Open up a couple of capsules. Do some swirls on a white piece of paper. See what you can come up with. I actually thought maybe I might try and do like a mandala or something with the capsules. I don't know. We're going to just have a muck around with it. See how you go. But that's what I'd love you guys to do. So have a play with it. And if you're happy to share, like if you're loving what you create and you're happy to share that image, pop it in the team page, pop it in Team Marvel Travel Tribe and share it with others just to give other people inspiration. You can pop your own name on there, or if you already have a brand, you can pop your little brand on there as well, whatever you like. And yeah, I thought it was cool, Kylie. I started doing rock painting. So this is another thing that I'm getting into. As I'm driving, or as I'm going around Australia, I like to be artistic. It's my de-stress. So I'm going to do up a little tag basically for the back, and it's going to have Travel Tribe Rocks. And it's just going to have a little saying on the back saying, I hope this made you smile. If so, I'd love for you to take a photo and post it on social media and then re-hide this rock for somebody else to find. Or they can keep it. So yeah, we're just doing lots of little things and gonna drop them around. It's a little bug I did. It's a bit cute. So yeah, but just different ideas. So that's what this is about. You know, this is our business. It's gotten so cut and paste because we're all in such a hurry and we're losing who we are. We're not being authentic, and that's what people are really looking for. People are getting so sick and tired of seeing the same old stuff on their Facebook feed, copied and pasted from Thrive, from It Works, from Juice Plus, from Roden and Fields, from the toothpaste people, from everybody. This is our chance to get creative, really love our businesses, and do what we want to do with it. So that's a challenge for you for this week. One original product post. Have a play, and I really can't wait for you guys to pop them up and tag me in it so I can check them all out. And yeah, we'll see who we can get inspired. All right. Now, this week's goals. Coming up towards end of month. I know we would have all set our goals at the beginning of the month, but what are your goals for this next coming week? Sunday night, beginning of a brand new week. Who would like to share just this 1 week's goals, the next 7 days? Feel free to just type it in the chat. Who has, have you got your hand up? Oh, look at that. I don't know if you know you've done that, Vicky, but you've somehow raised your hand on here. I don't know if you want attention, but yeah, so I'd love to know what your goals are for this next coming week. So I would love to challenge everybody. A new teamie for Denise. Oh, okay, cool. Who wants a new customer? Mark says a new customer or a teamie. Simone's a new customer. Kylie's 2 new customers and a teamie. Deb's teamie and customer. And Vicky wants to find 2 or 3 people to start in September and 2 customers. Okay. All right. So what I'd like to challenge everybody with, those of you who want customers, you know how to do that. You talk to more people. You love on people. You find out what people want, what people need, and then we see how we can help them. You guys know how to do that. Now, when it comes to team, you guys know how to put the posts up on Facebook, but it's the process after that that seems to be getting a little bit lost and a little bit drawn out, and then people are dropping off and that interest isn't quite happening. So I don't know if anybody saw Lauren's post up tonight, but as soon as you have somebody who's watched an event and they've asked for more information, before you answer any of their questions, straight away, you add your upline into that 3-way message and say, hey, Kylie, awesome questions. This is my friend Jo, who's been doing the business for much longer than me. She'll be able to help us out, answer your questions. Jo, this is my friend Kylie. And that's it. That's all you need to do. You just add your upline in there and they take it from there. They'll direct the conversation towards getting them on a Zoom call, because it's on that Zoom call that we build that trust, we find out their why, and we find out if they're, you know, they're part of your tribe and that's who you're looking for. So the more you say between when they've watched an event and you get them on a Zoom call, the less chance there is of them actually joining your team. You want to get them on that Zoom call as quick as you possibly can. All right, so can I challenge everybody? 1 new customer this week, 1 3-way call with your upline, whoever that is, and to start 15 new conversations. Who here, is anybody here still using a grid for tracking their conversations? No? What do you use, Ashley?
At the moment, I'm just writing down, but I don't really have a tracking sheet or anything. I'm just writing them down.
Yep. Have you seen the video about using a grid?
No.
Okay.
No.
If you, go into Team Love and type in grid. There's a 7-minute training video from Celine Egan. She teaches us how to use the grid. It's been around since donkey's ages, but this is basically what it looks like. I still use it for my business. So it's a grid with 30 squares on it. Every single new conversation you have gets put into a square. The date, their name, I pop how we got into contact. So whether it was a Travel Tribe ad or whether it was a product post or things like that. And then as you follow up with them, so here's some from the other day, you just keep tabs. So I use different colored pens. So this person, then I've sent them the Own Your Own Life link. Then I followed up on the 25th, and then I followed up on the 30th, and they get followed up until they get a cross through them for not interested, or they've got a phone call, or they've ordered premium, or they've joined the team.
Yeah.
So that's my this year's worth of conversations. And it's a really good way to track your business because you can see exactly how many conversations you're having in a month. So there's 30 squares on there. So if that isn't being filled up in a month, you know that you're having less than 1 conversation a day. And if you've got goals, trying to get to SDVF, trying to get qualified, working your way towards SC, that is a really good tracker. If you're going, my business isn't growing, why not? You can have a look and go, I might need to have some more conversations. Or, I've got to do some follow-up. I haven't been following up with these people, or I'm only following up twice. You know, this is a fantastic tool for tracking exactly where your business is at. So yeah, have a look in Team Love.
Okay, thank you. I've also got a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Silly questions into the end.
No, you go for it.
With the following up, so with the events, I've got people interested once they've watched an event or a link, but I'm struggling to get people, lock them into a call.
Yeah.
I've got a few calls, but it's just finding the right time for them, and then it becomes a little bit salesy because I am trying to lock them into a call or a video chat, and because I'm from New Zealand, most of my customer base is Gold Coast, so it is only FaceTime really, or Zoom calls and that sort of thing, and I just want to know a way around that so it's not so salesy.
Pushy. Yeah, totally. And that's where adding Katrina straight into your message is going to help.
Yeah.
Because if she's in there, you've just got that other third party, and it's just you guys having a chat then and trying to figure out a time that all works for the 3 of you. It takes that pressure off. It takes that salesy, when are you available? I can't do it then. Are you available? And it just takes all that out of it.
Easy. So just do 3-way messenger.
Yep.
Chat, ask away.
Yeah, that's it.
Set up a chat for the 3 of us. Cool.
Yes. Yep. And you don't even have to put that bit in. Like you will if you've already been having that conversation. But down the track, as soon as somebody says they're interested, you just go, that's awesome. So happy to hear that. And you just add Katrina straight into that message you're already having. You don't need to set up a new group. You can just go up the top into Messenger. Yep. It's awesome.
Cool. That's easy.
And you just go, I'm still new at the business. This is my friend Katrina, who's been doing it for much longer, and she's she's doing an amazing job. She'll be able to answer your questions much better than me.
Okay. Cool.
And that way you're making it about them. You're trying to give them the best service possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks
Awesome.
for that.
No worries. All right. So yeah, that's my challenge for you guys. 1 customer each, 1 new 3-way call with your uplines each, and 15 new conversations tracked on your grid so that you can follow up. If you use an online spreadsheet or whatever, doesn't matter, whatever method works for you. But that's the challenge. And then, sorry, Vic, if you've already got a Zoom call booked, that doesn't count. It's from now. You need another one. I'm a hard taskmaster. All right. And one thing I wanted to leave with is books. This business is really a personal development course disguised as a business. It's 80% personal development and 20% doing the do. Now, one of the easiest ways to do the personal development is books. Learn from those who have gone before us. So, is anybody reading or has read a fantastic book that they think everybody should read? Either jump off mute or pop it in Zoom. But I've started a bit of a chat thread in my group, but I'd love to know if anybody else has some great books that they think everybody should read. Obviously, GoPro by Eric Worre. If you haven't read that one, that is the network marketing Bible. That's also available to listen to on YouTube for free.
Can I just, Joe, absolutely, mirror that comment. I've lost my words still at the day. But every time I feel a bit stuck or whatever, I need inspiration, it's my go-to book all of the time. Mine's covered in writing, and I just always go there and get inspiration from it. And, I write notes from it all the time. But this weekend I've been reading this one. So it's Mastering Your Mean Girl. And I just love the way that this girl writes it. And I think blokes would get lots out of it as well. But that's been my personal growth for this weekend. I've learned lots and lots out of it. And even from that, I just wanted to share, I've got a friend, she's like a sister to me. She's been my best friend for years and years and years. And I've never actually spoken to her about the business because I just didn't want, to push it on her or whatever. She's taking our products and she loves them. But after reading that book today, my heart just spoke to me that I am being selfish for not sharing what my future with her. And she knows what I'm doing. She's a PE teacher as well. But I actually sent her a message about the business today. She hasn't replied yet, but I just felt from my heart that I needed to do that with her. So we'll see what happens there.
Isn't that book is one of my absolute favourites. Hey, it's a workbook as well. You can buy it in Big W. It's stocked in Big W for $26. And you can follow her on Facebook if anybody else is, she's amazing. But for our business, that gets to the heart of the matter, hey. Everything we do either comes from a place of fear or a place of love. That's it. And the way she writes that, it's just like, why have I never figured this out before?
It covers every aspect of your life. It's amazing. I'll type the name of it down here for anyone that didn't actually see that.
Yeah. And one that I would love to share is now I've recently completed a course with Linda Everdeen, and before we could do the course, she made us read the book. It's called The Big Leap, and the person's name who wrote it is Gay Hendricks, PhD. Now, the front cover looks like it's available on all of your iBooks and things like that. Big leap, one little goldfish jumping into the next big bowl. This book it's only 7 chapters long, I think. It's not a big book, but it is absolute gold. If you're the kind of person who throughout your whole life has felt like you get to a certain level of success and then you can't get to that next step? Something happens, for whatever reason, something goes wrong and you can just never quite get to that next step. That book explains why. It is absolute gold. It will give you the tools you need to get past those limiting beliefs that are holding you where you are. And yeah, it's a really, really good book, and I cannot recommend it enough. So it's a great one to have on your phone for when you're sitting in waiting rooms and things like that, because you tend to only be able to read snippets of it, and then you've just got to think. Like you gotta digest it all and see how you're going to apply it in your life and go, oh my goodness, you know, that's so me. And there will be tears, I promise. So, all right. Well, I've taken up half an hour of your time. So thank you all very, very much for jumping on and participating. Does anybody have any questions before we go? Oh, you're welcome, guys. Thank you all for jumping on. All right. Well, I will see some of you on Lauren's 3 Club call shortly. And the rest of you, I hope you have a lovely evening and a great week. And I'll catch up with you all either Wednesday night or next Sunday. Night.
Thanks, Joe. See ya.
Night.
No worries, Mark.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, Amanda. Bye, guys.
See ya.
See ya.